Good afternoon, people. Thought I would multitask as I'm driving in a straight line and I shouldn't have to do any turning. And as soon as I get to Preston, I'll have to end this because then it would be unsafe, right? So, Erika started this time last week on Friday to somehow pull herself out of what we thought was the end of this journey. She had that many good days in a row, and that's been amazing. So, odds were at some point the good days streak would have to end, and unfortunately I think that would be today. Doesn't mean she had a major setback, it just means the momentum that we had fell back a little bit today. Don't know what that means long term, just means today. One of the doctors, I think early on in this process, said it's going to be a 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back sometimes. Well, Erika had 6 straight steps forward, and today looks like a step back. So, is it a loss for today? Sure. But, we got a long string of victories, and I'm thankful for that today. She just seemed tired today. Not tired like she wanted to sleep, tired like I felt the last 2 days. I actually have energy today, but she did not. It was hard for her to open her eyes all the way. One good news thing was they felt she was strong enough to start getting rehab today, which, when I talked to them, they said, hey, when we come here, that's generally a good sign. And I kind of knew that. So they did some exercises with her. Unfortunately, she was too sleepy to participate, but it was a step in the right direction to start doing some things like that. I think it was one of the ladies yesterday, Misty or Nelda, or probably all of them, agreed that going in there for 3 hours is a somewhat draining activity. And some days it's not. Some days it's pretty relaxed and I just listen to music and do my job as calming DJ. But today, we'll see how I feel later, but a day like today is very draining because all I hear is beep, 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 beep. And that means Erika's not performing at the right oxygen level. And we beep, 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 beeped for about 2 hours out of the 3. They continue to try to help her to stay on this setting. But my guess is she'll have to be bumped up to 60 later today. And that's okay. I told her, hey, you're going to get a break today, it looks like, but that doesn't mean you need to be breaking for too long. She's had very good weekends in the past. I don't know why. Maybe she just likes the weekends. But see where it goes this weekend. I'm believing we're going to get back on track and have some more positive days because, as I've shared before, we don't have the luxury of too many bad days. Just be very real. There's not room for many days like that. Now, one thought I did have is, I know I tell this story from my point of view because Erika can't tell her story, but I can only imagine what it's like for her, sitting in that bed, not able to move, hearing those noises, not knowing exactly what they mean, not knowing exactly what she's supposed to do and how to do it, because who's ever had to relearn to breathe with a pipe in your throat or down your throat? It's not a natural thing. So I know that's where some of the anxiety comes. Some of it comes from whoever knows where. But that's where we're at today. Looking forward to seeing a couple of members of her family this weekend to come see her, and I'll teach them how to do those exercises that the rehab people told me about today. And we're going to keep doing those, keep moving and waking up the rest of her body. And maybe waking up the rest of her body will help those lungs, because I feel like we're putting it all on her brain and her breathing right now. And so I don't know, maybe she can start to kick and punch her way to victory. I don't know what it's going to take, but anything at this point is a tool to make it happen. As for me, I enjoyed a somewhat day off this morning. I do have some things I got to wrap up when I get home, but looking forward to picking up Lauren here in a little bit and having a quiet evening I may or may not write something tonight. Probably will, if you know me. Something will pop in my head. But if I don't, I'll let you know. Some other announcements might be coming as we try to figure out, as we near day 60 of this, from when this originally started, her getting knocked out of work. There's some important timelines that we're watching as far as when certain benefits will kick in for her. She does get a benefit if she gets out of the ICU, so we desperately want that to happen. But just some things on my mind, but I'll share more of those later on. As for now, bye-bye.